gets into it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On play action, they'll throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And great special teams work here. This is knock it on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Weaver. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now back to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jarvis Landry, 32 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jared Cook, 27 yards. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble, and the Dolphins have got it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They're going to look to throw, escaping the pressure right. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the gun now on third down. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Staying on it, and now he's swallowed up and taken down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
Back to throw. This is caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle of the backer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw. And he's got some space here. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. A gain of 6 there on first.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And he's got room. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He'll drop to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Mark Ingram taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's got daylight. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Cooper was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. So it's on to halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Got given points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Back to throw here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Christian Kirk, 68 yards. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't a real confident throw, but I think we can understand why with the way this game has gone. He's been harassed, moved out of the pocket, sacked a bunch of times. Makes it tough to get set and throw.
Yeah, pressure's been relentless. It was relentless there. A dangerous throw downfield. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. Runs through the contact. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
That might be a better way to
your
go.
kicker, yeah. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Muscle, and a pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Stephon Diggs A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And this one through the uprights and good. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and throw it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more? Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you? I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll set up a throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run? I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone. A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They're going to look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there from 3 yards out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll buy some time. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's first and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. They'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Flush to his right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On second down, Ingram. Into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. That one looks like he'll throw here. Bust through the tackle. Being chased out left. Now he's forced out left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a handoff to Ingram, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw here. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Kirksey in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, one side moves on and